from sussing on you. Sorry from sussing on you. Baby, this is what I'm going through. I've been through what bosses go through.
Champion, we are here. Got some special guests with me in the house. A judge and a champion co-host. Well, they both co-hosts. But it's also a birthday we have to celebrate, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miss Rita Puffin Loud. Put in the comments right now. Before we get into this shit, we're gonna get into this shit. Relax for 10 seconds. At the end of the day, we are real people with real lives. Relax for 10 seconds. It's Rita Puffin Loud's quietly's birthday. Happy birthday, Miss Rita.
Thank you. We're still celebrating. I know it feels like it's a long celebration, but COVID shut the world down. It is what it is. I got time.
Yeah. So here's the cake, you know what I'm saying? You know, the Geechee Gotti received. So go ahead, indulge.
All right.
Yeah.
I got my cake.
Yeah.
Now let's get into that.
Let's get into that. Here you go. We'll just hand it over to you. Again, happy birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we're not going to flash that number.
We got to do all that. They already do everything. With all that being said,
This just got real.
let's get into that. A lot of things transpired. Shit just got real.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact. A lot of things transpired over the weekend. You know, uproars up and it's happening now. Smack has to speak. He was on Deanna Hennyman URL's channel, but Deanna Hennyman show on Caffeine. He started off with a whole bunch of I'm not eating this again. But let's start from the top. What happened at the URL Ultimate Madness tournament semifinals? You know what I'm saying? So where do you want to start?
I wasn't even supposed to watch that battle technically because I was just there for Ultimate Madness 2 and to judge. So I felt like, you know, I wanted to either be on my way to enjoy festivities after that occurred. And
you talking about the twerk and the...
I sure am.
Yeah, first of all, the judges... Twerk versus Swamp is not a judged battle.
It's not.
It's not a judged battle.
Right.
So anybody's opinion on that battle didn't matter in a sense. But before since you said about Twerk and Swamp, I'm going to shout out to you, Anwar. I'm going to play a clip of your video. Can I do that?
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to play a clip right here. And as you can see...
I'm not one for excuses. You know what I'm saying? Twerk is a battle rapper. He has a job. He's supposed to come here with 3 rounds, whatever. The way it went today, that wasn't it. So, but I want to make sure you get your flowers because
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Whether you know it or not, like I respect that shit and I fuck with you for real.
appreciate it, man.
A lot of people damn say what they say and then hide their hand. Like,
Oh yeah.
Damn, like it's a sport, bro. It's battle rap.
Right. At the end of the day, it's all fun and game, and that's what I tell people.
Get worked up to the point where like, well, I ain't gonna try.
See people, Swamp is giving praise to Anwar because Anwar did the real thing. You know, he made his prediction, his spicy prediction on your channel, and you went back on your own channel and gave him his flowers and congratulated him. So shout out to you for that.
Thank you.
Let's all start from the top. Semifinals, Jay Nightwing versus Rubando.
I was very hot when I seen first of all, Ru finally turned up. We finally got to see his personality in a face-off. We finally got to really see him talk how we want to see him talk. That's what everybody wanted from him. We get that. Now the pressure is definitely on, but the momentum is up for him going into this battle now because he had that display in the face-off. And then he let us down.
He let Nas down. That was him.
Yeah.
I was a little heated. I mean, I really was like just purely disgusted. Like what Ru? You had Henny in the cup and you know what I'm saying, you turned up.
He got a whole new fashion, everything. Like he looked like he was moving the top tier. Great, because in the first Ultimate Madness situation when they were doing the promo, he had a hoodie on, and have a haircut. You can see which each battle he's transitioning up in himself as a person. You know, it's a battle rapper too, in his presence. And you know, see him mess up in the third when he could have won the battle. That was crazy.
Yeah, he was.
All he had to do was have a B-level round and complete a round, and he would have got that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's it. I said this in a recap before. I said that's his power. People sleep.
Yeah.
Jay Nightwing goes off in 2 rounds. Said I can just beat you. You know nobody. Even if I choke right now, the judge to pick me. That wasn't the case.
Yeah.
So
well, actually, I guess technically
Yeah.
it was the case.
I mean, it was,
but yeah, no,
yeah.
that second.
And congratulations to Jay for
Oh,
even
yeah.
having that insight beforehand and saying I can only beat you with 2 and I'll be fine. Like,
I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, that's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened. But man, listen, he tried that with Fines. Go ahead, because
I don't think he is.
yeah, I don't think so. But Jay had me a little confused, man, because I saw him with the last round when it was him and Rubando, and he did the interview on our channel. And he said, I'm gonna beat the out of him. And thank you too for holding the camera for that.
Oh, yeah,
that was the one. And then that's your title right there. Like, but that was it. And then he went in there, and I don't feel like he beat the out of Rubando. It was like you was there, and then Bando fought back, and you didn't expect that. In that third round, Bando don't choke. We sitting here going, damn, Jay. So
I told you that this conspiracy is in.
Yeah.
Rubando for the 25 Bando.
Yeah.
But also now I'm worried for Fonz because if you pay attention to Jay Nightwing's rounds, he's saying, listen, I got to know him in 2 weeks. I'm not about to give you my full effort. In the battle.
Yeah.
So now he saved some shit that
him.
he looked past him and it worked.
Yeah.
yeah.
So to me, the way he talked in his round, he has extra time. Fonz went all doing this, doing that, and gave Ace his full effort, even though he messed up. But so I had Jay Nightwing. I wanted Rubando to win. I had Jay Nightwing clear.
Yeah.
That was easy judging decision for y'all.
It definitely was. It made it very easy,
Yeah.
but it was also highly disappointed. I think Tony Bro too. He was just sitting there like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like come on,
Yeah.
kid. You was next up, like,
Yeah.
and
We
that
go
didn't
hard,
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next battle.
Before we get into the next battle, because next battle was Twork and Swamp.
Yeah.
I explained this too. We had to wait and wait and wait the whole time. We don't know what's going on. I don't think even y'all know what's going on. We communicating. Y'all like, listen, I don't know either.
Yeah.
It says back so quick break. Jay Black, keep talking.
Yeah.
So me and Henny again, and we was up there freestyling, confused, trying to still keep y'all entertained. So
Shout out to
I
y'all
felt-
for actually keeping us entertained. Y'all had some great conversation in the midst of all of that.
It was impromptu. Like it wasn't even scripted or nothing. We had a freestyle topics and shit, like Geechee versus Verb. Like
Yeah.
Whatever.
I felt bad for y'all, man. And again, there's different things that were going on, but I'm listening to it, I'm like, oh man, they just talk about, all right. Like, I was waiting for one of y'all to be like, listen, you want to hear a knock-knock joke? I was waiting for it. Like, it was getting to that point where I'm like, well, damn. They had y'all up there, but y'all, shout out to y'all. Y'all did a great job, just keeping people on the stream, keeping the viewers.
And the caffeine chat, feeding y'all even more things to talk about, keeping the party going.
And they was also like, where's the next battle, Jay Black?
I
Shut
was
up.
about to say, the comments I was seeing was
like
time. I seen a lot of time.
Trust me, I want to shut up. I want the next battle to come on. So
They was dropping that watch prop. I saw that one.
no, but Ace Amin and Fonz was supposed to go next. Twork wasn't even supposed to go. Twork and Swamp was not supposed to go right then and there.
That's a fact.
They were supposed to go in at, I think, sometime past 5 or the last battle period.
Right.
And there was a situation that happened regarding that battle. It is what it is. And then Twork and Swamp had to go.
Yep.
Face-offs the night before. Twork did make the face-offs. It was a good face-off that I had to pull something out of them to make it happen like that. But I was expecting fireworks in this battle.
Yeah.
And we partially got it, but consistency. So like I said before I go even further, congratulations to Swamp.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
That's a game that Swamp won.
Swamp won the battle.
He got the battle. Now he deserves bigger and better plates. He's leveling up.
Yep.
But the elephant in the room is the Twork choke. So where do we want to go with this right now?
So, I mean, I guess
I spoke to Anwar.
Yeah, and I spoke to
This what y'all wanted?
This is definitely what they wanted. So for everybody that was on our caffeine stream on Monday night and was asking all the questions, I kept saying, just relax. Like I'm gonna get into it, but I wanted to do it here. I just felt like, this channel is the bigger of our channels. So it's like, listen, I want everybody, because I don't want to keep explaining myself over and over again. Everybody knows I spoke to Twork. We rode down together as we were driving there. I'm talking to him about, the importance of the battle, et cetera, just having conversation. At the end of the day, this is still a grown man, so I can't sit here and say, like, I told him you better do this. It wasn't that. But we have a relationship. We are friends, and you know, I was teasing him saying like, you know, any bets I get, if you lose, like I ain't even gonna be mad. I'm just pulling up to your crib, get my money back. Like, you know, things like that. You know, it was friendly banter, whatever. Yeah. He told you before the face off, I was like, man, I ain't got nothing to say. Got there, face off was happening, and it's funny because as they're doing the face off, and he's like, wow, and I see you look over at me, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, he's definitely not gonna say nothing.
Yeah, because the thing was, he was saying, you know, he wasn't sure if he wanted to do it. I'm like, bro, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. You're one of those people. You're a ticket seller. You're a headliner. Even though it's not quote unquote a paid gig as far as the face off,
it all goes into one bag though.
Exactly.
The reason they pay you that price is so they can.
Right. Exactly. They have to. I'm gonna use the word exploit in a positive manner. They want to exploit you. They want to exploit your personality. They want any and everybody to tune in to this show. Mm-hmm. So the face off is part of it. It comes with it. Yep. So he said, okay. You being a face-off guard, finally got him to that point. I think it was when Swamp said, and for all my fans, I would never do that. And it was like, wait, I think he realized, wait a minute.
Swamp also said before the face-off, he's like, I already did my face-off. I have nothing to say. I told both of them separately. Jay Black's sitting in the middle of y'all. Like, what are we doing? Like, you're going to intercept.
They're going to
say. He
wants to say something.
Nah.
They started out trying to be quiet. Swamp tried, Twork tried, but
I was outside and I heard them outside, far away from. You guys know how it was. It's a garage. I can hear them far away from the garage, screaming at the time. I'm like, oh my God, it's getting lit. This is what the people wanted to see.
Yep. Then it was battle time. You know, at the end of the day, again, Swamp won the battle.
Hold on, let me put the clip in here again. Here's the clip again.
I'm not one for excuses. You know what I'm saying? Twork is a battle rapper. He has a job. He's supposed to come here with 3 rounds, whatever. The way it went today, that wasn't it. So, but I want to make sure you get your flowers because
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Whether you know it or not, like I respect that shit and I fuck with you. For real.
Appreciate it, man.
A lot of people damn say what they say and then hide their hand. Like,
Oh yeah.
Damn, like this is a sport, bro. It's battle rap.
Right. At the end of the day, it's all fun and game, and that's what I tell people.
Get worked up to the point where like, well, I ain't gonna try.
Damn, he up the Swamp. Okay, we good now. Boom, go ahead.
He won the battle, first and third. Mm-hmm. I have to keep the same energy. And I said this last night on our caffeine stream, and I meant to save it for here, but I couldn't. It was, everybody that tells me that Rum Nitty beat K-Shine, if that's the case, then those same people have to say Twork beat Swamp. Because the first round, hear me out. That third
Here comes
round,
the flame.
the third round from Nitty.
Put your lighters out.
Oh shit! He comes right now.
The third round from Nitty was fire. The material.
Okay.
But I have to keep the same energy. That minute 30 seconds. Let me get it back. Once you choke, whether you get it out or not, in my eyes, you lose the round. Mm-hmm. First round, Twork had fire material. The minute it was Jerzey, he lost the round. Okay. And I have to keep that same energy. Mm-hmm. So, what else did he have? I can't say we don't know because I do know, but still, he didn't get it out. Doesn't matter. If he had Jerzey'd, and then wait a minute. Hold up. And then got it back. Mm-hmm. You still lost the round, bro. Mm-hmm. That choke, you lose the round. That's my energy. I have to keep it the same. Mm-hmm. So it's 1-0 going into the second. Swamp came out, and I'm like,
Swamp had a good second as well.
Listen.
And the thing about Swamp's second, it was tailored. It's like he was really talking to him.
So Twork, it was, that was the basketball with the titty. That was the New Jersey. I was like, as he was going, and I'm like, shit. I'm actually standing next to Surf watching the battle. And even Surf looked over at me like, but then Twork raps. And I think that Twork knew he lost the first because he Jersey, and he saw what Swamp had. But I think in his mind, he turned up like, oh, I know what I got, and I know what I got can beat this. He turned up that. Took a lot of guts. What? Took a lot, but it was crazy. 1-1. I feel like was the general consensus in the building.
Yeah, everybody was saying in the building.
Everybody was saying in the building. 1-1. Then the third round happens. Swamp had a decent third. I thought it was beatable. I have to be honest. I knew what Twork had. Unfortunately, I guess I knew it a little better than he did. Like, I knew what was supposed to be coming, but it didn't happen. He got up there, he got one bar out. That was that. He choked. And it's like, you know, everybody has the expectation that because he choked and lost the battle, that he's trash, never book him again, he should go, what was one? He should go do construction or something. It's not gonna happen. Yeah. The guy is still super talented, but I agree with what you said last night on Caffeine. He has to apply himself. He has to. I personally, I get it. I know he's messed up in the past. I know. And I know that he said, damn, my bad in the past. But this one, I truly believe was different. When he lost, I was going crazy for the lead up to him to Geechee Gotti. He lost that battle. Afterwards, he tried to argue with me like, man, we had some back and forth about it. That was that. This one here, Twork apologized, I would say literally 7 or 8 times. Like, yo, bro, I'm sorry, man. And I mean like, yo, man, I let you down. I let myself down. I wanted to win this battle. That's what he kept saying. I want to win this battle. I can't let Swamp beat me. I have to shut this guy up. That's what he said. And again, shout out to Swamp. Twork asked for this battle. Swamp didn't say, let me go battle Twork. It was the other way around. So when you ask for it, it's actually the humble pie for me, I guess, because I kept teasing Swamp and saying, you know, sometimes you ask for something, you think that's what you want, and then you don't. Twork asked for this.
That's what he wanted. Based on what he was saying in his round 2, he's saying you're gonna mess up. That's saying that's what you do. Yeah. And Twork did it. So, you know, at the end of the day, what happens next, I think, is what goes on for Twork. And I again, even the next day, regular conversation, he was still saying like, man, I can't believe I dropped the ball. It's a difference, you know, when it comes. Oh, go ahead. I mean, let me tell you what the comment section's gonna say, and it's low key in my thoughts as well. It's like you can't believe that you dropped the ball, but it comes down to the proper preparation prevents poor performance. Prepare properly, get punished by the principles. If you prepare your material within 2 days or 3 days, you can't be surprised that you dropped the ball. You know it only works 50% of the time. So other 50% of the time, you're gonna mess up.
It's gonna be this.
If somebody puts a gun to your career, not to your head, to your career, and says, "What you gonna do?" 50% of the time, you get shot. You got shot based on his own preparation.
Yep, and that was my mantra. Again, I'm not one to kick somebody when they're down. Now, don't get me wrong. If I make a prediction and it's so Twork and John, I predicted Twork to win. All y'all had John. Twork won.
Did I give you ice cream?
Yes, you did. Shout out to my guy Quill. He gave me some money. Like we bet on it. But when it was over with, man, a couple little jokes amongst us. But it wasn't a kicking John when he's down. Twork beat John and they both got their rounds out. Like it wasn't this. Okay. So, you know, I feel like I'm not the type to kick somebody when they down. You want to go through it?
It's not kicking him while he's down. It's the consistency of this happening. Though.
Right.
That's what it comes down to.
So what I mean, though, is now I feel like, me personally, so I get the general consensus, but me, as his friend, I feel like, bro, you at that fork. It's like you've been doing, this is not, if this was the first time, so again, I'm going to use the Nitty and Shine. If this was your basically first time having something like that, as it was for Nitty when he battled Shine, it's like, okay, you know, it happens. People can get past it. This has been a thing. Caffeine came to URL, February 29th, Genesis. First time you were there. Caffeine's next kind of big thing, you're there. Caffeine's seen you twice. If I'm Caffeine, and I don't know your history, I don't know about Dougie, I don't know about Red Handed, I don't know about JC, I know Geechee Gotti and Swamp. I'm looking like, this is the guy that y'all telling me goes on billboards? This is one of your top tickets? That's what I'm saying. he's at a point now where he's gonna have to show and prove. Whoever his next battle is, I see the Twork's on Summer Madness. Far as I know, Twork ain't on Summer Madness. Far as I know.
He can be though.
He could be. No, he could have been, I think. I think he could have been. At this point, if he is, he gonna be on Summer Madness Day 2. Or something like that. Like, you can't be where you are.
And this is why I keep saying, like, because, you know, at the end of the day, people saying stuff, it's not going to change anything, low key. But if you point out, like, yo, what you're doing is affecting your pockets. If this battle's supposed to happen with Swamp a week ago and you prepared fast, you could have been on Gnome. You could have been on Gnome. So your actions in the Swamp battle is the reason why you're low key not going to be on Gnome. It might be not on Summer Madness. That's 2 bags.
Right.
That's 2 bags.
That's a lot of money.
There.
And that's a lot of money. Because if you're doing good, you're one of the top draws.
You start getting bigger names, you start getting bigger plates, things like that. You're invited to more, hey, we want you on the big card. It should have the same effect if you're messing up. You're messing up, we have to pull away now. We can't keep giving or keep you where you are if you're not giving us what we need. I
think what Smack said was pretty powerful.
I felt like he was talking to me too. I said, damn, what did I do? That
analogy he used, because this is the thing.
This ain't the first time though.
I know, but I think that again, caffeine is it's a caveat that we haven't had before. We've never had free pay-per-views. I'm sorry, let me speak for myself. I've never had.
I paid for the pay-per-views too.
I didn't know. It was real quiet. Both y'all looked at me like, "Oh, for real?"
I paid for the pay-per-views.
Yeah, but
55, 45.
Yeah,
exactly.
Listen, man,
so it's like I'm happy everything's free now.
We didn't have that. Now we're getting that. We're getting literally weekly content, literally for free. Shout out to the URL app as well. But Caffeine's giving us stuff for free, so it's a different bag, and I feel like Smack. You know, we had the Uber Eats situation going on. We were getting some nice events. They're no longer, sponsoring. Now we got Caffeine, a partnership with Caffeine. Guys got to show up. And I think that Smack is sitting there saying, hold up, if I got people like Drake involved, I need what got him here to keep him here. And, the way things went this past weekend with all the battles, all 4 of them.
It was 6 chokes, probably more than 6 chokes within 4 battles.
Yeah.
Every battle was...
So everybody that watched that thing and said, he's talking about Twork.
But he's the lightning
right, he's the face,
though.
right.
He's the face of the situation that is picking making Smack mad.
Yeah.
On top of it, Ace Amin as well.
Right, and I told people he said Ace's name in the stream. Like, he made it clear this is not just for Twork. Just because that happened, he said other people choked during the weekend, and it makes the footage
almost fighting the physicality.
Right, it makes all of his footage look bad. It makes him look bad as a brand, and we cannot have that keep happening. It can't keep happening. It got to end somewhere. So where does it end at?
Wait, I'm in the comment sections right now. I'm live right now, okay? I think he's saying I'm taking Debo's move.
Okay.
He says, "Oh, Anwar, what about the NWX? I thought it was gonna make him more structured. What happened?"
And here's
that's
the
tracks, right? I'm good.
Yep.
We good?
And here's the answer to that one. My personal opinion, from conversations that I've had, is this: you just joined because he wasn't in NWX for the Geechee battle. I know everybody wants to. Well, what about the Geechee? He wasn't in. This is basically his first NWX battle. I guess you could say the bad news battle. And I'm not counting the sterilized, the EK, and the shine. So first time on stage per se. And if you say, I got it, I'm just locking in, whatever, you get one. You get one of, all right, you want to do it your way, go ahead and do it your way. After that, I feel like, and I had conversations with a couple of NWX people over the weekend, after the battle, y'all, saying, yeah, this wasn't it. This wasn't it. Now again, Twork is still a grown man. Everybody's still a grown man. But there is a level of accountability. And he has to have that accountability, which I believe he does. And then it's up to the people around him, NWX, myself, his other friends and family, saying, what you want to do, bro? You either want to be a superstar, getting that superstar bag, drinking carbonated wine with CeeLo Green, being, you know, having Drake tweet out your bars. You either want that, or you want to go up there and have people saying, what if? What if? Because I heard a lot of that. What if Twork had finished the first round? What if instead of jerseying right there, he jerseyed in a different way, where it was like, you know, with the jersey, like he's ending the round, as opposed to stopping short. Things like that. Those what ifs, they're all gone. You've used all of them. If this is a video game, you know, Contra, you're up, down, left, right, B,
nine lives is going, bro.
Yeah, you on number 9 now. And you know, I have told him that after the battle. I've said that to him. And it's like, you know, he's still, I feel like, kicking himself a little bit because, again, he had the material. But like you said, you come up with the material in a day or 2 days or 3 days. And then,
bound to happen.
Yeah, you draw that blank. That's that. Next time, you need to have the material all done a week prior. So you got that whole week to just remember.
I wouldn't even chance it with that. I think he should do it 2 weeks prior. Have everything done 2 weeks prior and let the rest of the time be memorization.
No, so 2 weeks memorization.
2 weeks. I remember at one time, you know, we was in the airport. He battled Shock and Shook. He was completely done. Chilling, just walking around, relaxed. Got to the face-offs, was drinking. Didn't care because he was already done the material. It needs to be on that type of time every time. And I said this on caffeine and everything else. I know what's gonna happen, Anwar.
What's that?
He's gonna battle again. He's gonna do really good. I'm not gonna forget though. A lot of us wrestlers watching it, we're not gonna forget. So don't try to trick us with that. Oh, he's back. I'm not gonna say he's back until 3 or 4 or 5.
Hold up.
It's the same thing with chess.
Same requirements I had for chess. When chess went through that spree, I said I wanted to see 5 battles, no choking. He was able to do that, and now I can really go out here and say I'm truly a fan and I appreciate all your work. When you slip back up, I can't appreciate the chokes. I can't appreciate you being able to spit your bars to me after the battle's done. It's done now.
Yeah. So I do agree with that too. That's what I was gonna say. I need a good 3, 4, 5 battles, clean. All 3, same quality. Before the stuff that we know and love Twork for, where he got to that superstar status. I need 3, 4, 5 battles like that, back to back. Not, and if that means I can't battle Billy Boondock on Up the Street Battle League for that quick little bag, then you can't do it.
It's affecting your long-term bag.
Right, exactly.
Small battles.
Exactly, because, you know, I'm not putting out there what he makes, but if somebody says, I'm going to use crazy numbers that way. Somebody says, all right, we'll pay you $10 to battle Book Bag Billy, but then you got Lux for $1 million, and you do that, and you mess up in the Book Bag Billy battle, which then messes up the Lux battle. Now you're looking crazy out here. You messed up the $1 million bag, playing around with a $10 bag. Now you got no dollar. Like, so yeah. But I really do think that this will. I think this will really kick them in the ass a bit. I do. I believe that. I believe that he's going to do things differently. I think that he's been. See it. I think that this is probably the most embarrassed he's been. Because any other choke battle, you know, you bring up the Geechee battle, that was, you know, the culture. These are the 2 faces of the URL, East Coast, West Coast thing. He poked and pushed and prodded for the Swamp battle. He made this battle happen. He booked this battle. And then he went up there and took that L. I think it's embarrassing. And I think we all know don't nobody like to be embarrassed. And when you know, sorry, last point. When you know you did it to yourself, I think that's the one. When you say, damn, if only I would have prepped last week. If only I would have prepped 2 weeks ago. If only I was locked in when we were supposed to battle back on March 16th or whatever it was. When you're saying that, that's all you. That's all you, bro. So.
Okay. With that being said, let's talk about Swamp now.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about Swamp. That's the point
everyone's missing. You got to talk about Swamp. Congratulations, Swamp, again. He has a whole new wave. I think his followers went up. And his presence going up. His tweets is averaging 300 plus now.
Yeah.
Everything everybody's locked into what he said. You know what I'm saying? He was on caffeine. The whole chat was going crazy. He now has wave. He now has energy. You know what I mean? I even did some polls on my channel.
I saw that.
He
won both of them.
He beat out. He was a fan favorite. Swamp as the fan favorite over T-Top and Tay-Rock. Wow. Swamp, it's your time, and utilize this time properly. Get in some interviews, talk it.
Sorry if I'm sussing on you. Sorry if I'm sussing on you. Baby, it's just what I'm going to do. I've been through what bosses go through.